Hello everybody, this is Paul here. We recently got back from MagFest 2011, MagFest 9. Now, what I did for fun is, as some of you know, every once in a while I will get on the video and answer questions from the forums via video on YouTube for my group of pals called the Roadies. I have appealed to the group of fans here to see if there's any question they wanted to ask any of the other people, since we do have a habit of doing group Q&A sessions when we all get together. And I was just going to do this for YouTube just for fun, but it turned out so well and the questions were so good, I decided to make this a real project. And at the end, we're going to show a few little shenanigans that we got to at the end of MagFest. And stay tuned for a very special episode of Emasculating Nash. But first, let's do the questions.
My answer's gonna suck because I just jump around from song to song. The closest thing I can think of is 80s. I really love Spin Me Right Round.
Yes, Dead or Alive.
Yeah. And Take On Me.
Hello. I like heavy metal. I like Maiden. I like Slayer, and I like listening to it very loud.
All genres. I do like rock pop. I do like urban. I do like dance, like techno. Led Zeppelin, probably my favorite. Guilty pleasure of mine, just Jim Johnson himself. He's the man who does a lot of WWE wrestling theme songs. Genius.
Pretty much any kind of like rock. I've been getting into a lot of electronica. I've been listening to a lot of dubstep, because dubstep's pretty sweet. And I'm also starting to get into punk a little more. Pretty much like the big ones, like Dead Kennedys, Misfits, Suicidal Tendencies.
I can't narrow it down to a preferred genre. I love indie rock, I love metal. Lately I've been listening to a ton of Gojira, a death metal band from France of all places. The surprise of finding hardcore French headbangers kind of adds to the appeal of the music.
I like classic rock of the 80s, and I love 80s metal. I'm very much a child of the 80s. If you don't know me by now, I very much love the metal band Austrian Death Machine, which their entire song list is basically adapted from Arnold Schwarzenegger quotes, like "Get to the chopper, give me your clothes, your boots, your motorcycle. If it jiggles, it's fat," that sort of thing.
I like a lot of classical music, and I know that sounds totally square, but
I listen to show tunes. Shut up.
Yeah. I listen to a lot of 60s, 70s, 80s rock, alternative rock from the 90s. I don't think I listened to anything that was made from 2000 on, aside from the Tron Legacy soundtrack.
Yeah, my man.
You can sum up this Tron Legacy soundtrack in one word, and that word is blah.
I like all sorts of music. I like alternative mostly. Oddly specific songs, apparently. Like anything that you hear in my reviews, it's usually stuff that I'm actually listening to that's just oddly specific.
I listen to quite a bit of different types of music, but it's usually metal. And it I do kind of jump around a lot though. Sometimes I'll hear something, I'll just go and get it. My favorite band is this metalcore band called All That Remains, and they're starting to sort of get big now.
Is your favorite preferred genre of music?
Anything that he creates. Everybody else is shit.
Hey, you took my joke from me, Nick. Come on. I really enjoy chiptune music a lot. If only because it really helps me come up with better techniques for my own writing. In terms of my favorite band in it, my favorite band in it is YMCK. They're not nearly as technically crazy in terms of how they write like any stuff like some of the European composers are in the realm, like Tim Follin and otherwise. But I really just like the underlying writing abilities of the composer for that band. It has a great combination of J-pop, the jazz, and some really good fundamental arrangement done in the NES side.
It's really easy. Go to that guy with the glasses that checks the sound bit. That's my music show. If you listen closely, I mention a lot of bands and a lot of different styles of music.
Phil Collins. Besides Phil Collins, I actually have tastes that depend on the day, really. Some days I'll be into electronic stuff. I'll listen to a lot of Daft Punk, Digitalism, Fatboy Slim. There's a lot more on the station. I listen mostly to all my music on Pandora. Some days I'd be more into rock music, Mercy Drive, Rev Theory. There's a lot of good metal bands out there. And then other days I am complete loser 90s, 80s pop music, Phil Collins, Lionel Richie,
Goo Goo Dolls, just all of the gayest stuff you can ever listen to.
We are strong.
Dun 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 dun. No one can tell us we're wrong. Dun 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 dun. Searching our hearts for so long. Both of us knowing.
Wait, you gave your money to
Do 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 do.
Oh, you
But love is a battlefield.
80s rock.
80s rock?
No other option. Well, then again, 70s rock. Queen.
Queen?
Yes.
Good choice. Now, we all know that you are a metalhead.
Oh yeah, I love metal, but I also love the classic rock. I like a little bit of techno, every so often some drum and bass. Kind of all over the place, except no country.
The major genres I listen to: alt country. I can't stand Nashville country. Fuck Nashville country. Indie, Mates of State, and stuff like that. I love that sort of indie stuff. Old school punk, like Black Flag and Dead Milkmen, Dead Kennedys. Love that stuff. Pretty much, it's easier to say the stuff I just don't listen to. Won't listen to rap. Won't listen to Nashville country. Fuck those both.
In my taste in music, I actually keep it fairly eclectic. Every once in a while, I was like, I hear like, I don't know enough about Teddy Pendergrass. I'll download a bunch of Teddy Pendergrass and decide if I like it. Like, I need to know more about Tupac. I need to know more about Superchunk. I need to know more about the Pixies. And I'll just pick random stuff in there. Nowadays, though, I just listen to pop music because I need material.
So I listen to pretty much anything. Unfortunately, I'm also extremely eclectic. There's only two things I won't listen to. It's also gangster rap. Like, I like rap, but not like the real hardcore gangster rap.
Old school hip hop?
Old school hip hop. Hell yes, I love that. But country, can't stand it. Also grew up with it. The only more unusual things I listen to are movie soundtracks and musical show tunes. But other than that, I listen to a bunch of top 40 and just like pop from 80s and up.
Alright, so I made a little list. First off, I want to say that there are no songs that have been ruined for me, like songs I can't really listen to anymore because of movies, but there are some that are horribly misused. First thing that came to mind was the Watchmen soundtrack. It's technically a good soundtrack, a lot of great songs, but they're just, all the songs are in the wrong place and they just don't fit and it's crappy. Across the Universe, oh god, those are songs were actually remade. And they're all, with very few exceptions, they're all pretty crappy. And I know it's not a movie, but I've been exposed to some of the music from Glee, and that's also pretty crappy. I heard some of the Rocky Horror songs they did, and my god.
That I haven't seen. I have heard their cover of the Beatles, what was it, Hello Goodbye. Worst thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, but and with Rocky Horror, like you expect them to. But they had to change shit, of course, because it's on TV, but then why would you bother? So, enough of shit. Let's talk about some good stuff. Movies that were, music that was made popular by movies. First one I thought of, as disgustingly overplayed as it is, Mad World is a pretty great song from Donnie Darko. But yeah, that one's played way too much, but still good. Not really made popular, but I think it's a really underrated soundtrack. The Shaun of the Dead soundtrack. They have some really great songs like Mr. Mental, Panic by the Smiths, Ghost Town by the Specials. Really awesome stuff. The theme song from a movie called The Third Man, which is like kind of a zither sort of thing. And you don't hear much zither anymore. That's a solid song. You should check that out. And pretty much any score that Clint Mansell has done, like the song that was made famous from Requiem for a Dream, what's it called? Do you know Ux Eterna or something like that?
That one I don't know, because I haven't seen that one.
There's a
I know the song you mean now,
yes,
but I don't know the name of it either.
And also the Found soundtrack, which is in my opinion one of the greatest film soundtracks. And that's all I got. So
$50 follow-up, Tron Legacy soundtrack.
Tron Legacy soundtrack is awesome.
And a movie?
Not so much.
No.
Yeah, you can check out my review online.
I was waiting for the plug. All right, Sam Panda, how was your trip to the United States?
It was scary. No, actually it was kind of okay, just okay. Nothing went wrong. I just had a flight delay, but it was really long because I had to take a plane like 2 hours to go to Paris. Then from Paris to Washington immediately was like 9 hours, so it was okay.
Do you have anything else planned to do while you're in the States before you go back home?
Well, to end the convention, which is a blast so far, and then maybe film a few reviews with some people, and then maybe hang around the city because we only leave on Monday, so maybe we'll have some time to do some stuff. We have nothing planned, so we will see.
Oh god, I hear sounds.
All eyes on him.
I never liked Green Lantern as a superhero though, so that kind of
Oh wow. Those are candy nipple tassels. And you're wearing the Beaumont crown. And those are stretch marks. And those pants are shuffling further and further down the more he wobbles. I'm just gonna see. Can we barricade this or something?
Those fucking things are turned on!
This is the payoff. Like 4 shots. Looks like a grill strip from here. This is what.
It looks beautiful.
It does, doesn't it?
Mostly because I have no way to put it
So
anywhere,
this is
but I'm not
the
gonna take
full
pictures.
extent of our efforts here.
We got plenty.
Nash, your thoughts, please.
And our next story comes from Alexandria, Virginia.
You do look beautiful.
You are looking especially
Somebody
beautiful
play that
and
one.
sexy
What was
today.
it? Christina Aguilera or something like that.
I am beautiful.
What they say, words can't bring you down.
Please stop.
Hi, I'm Todd and let's do it if you don't want
Guys, it was fucking incredible.